What up, everybody, and welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I am FB,
And I'm the Goob.
sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. How's the Goob?
The Goob is stellar. And I actually had a nice little intro going on, but
Good word.
and we got a present. I don't know if I told you this,
No.
but one of our fans,
You got a fan present?
because we had 2 years of this show, they bought us this cool little Major League Baseball standings magnet thing.
Is it 2 years? When is 2 years? I know it's March. I know it's in March. When is 2 years?
March Madness that's our show next week.
So next week is our 2 year basically?
Basically.
All right. Awesome.
All right,
well,
yeah.
Congratulations on 2 years.
We got this awesome gift that we could tell when the Dodgers are in last. The Giants.
We're not gonna ever be in last. What the fuck is that? Why are we in last now? Why is that like that? That doesn't make any sense.
This might be more hopeful than anything.
Do they move?
They do move. Check them out. Dodgers could move the whole way up here and then fall like right up. There they go. The Dodgers are gone forever.
I could see LA falling off the map if a bad earthquake happened. But
yeah, now I'm sure they'll find their way back onto this board somehow.
I hope so. Don't lose any of it. That was given to us by a fan.
Yeah, no, that's all right. You know what? People out there, that's a challenge to y'all. That's our
top that gift.
Fan gift.
That's our first fan gift. Hey, 167 more subscribers. We can start a fan club, have a merchandising thing, and also have a I don't know, where people would actually could donate money to the cause, I guess. I don't fucking know. One of the stupid things you get to. So yeah, like come on, guys. 167. Let's roll. That's all we need to start a fan club and sell merchandise, which we don't have any.
We got all the good stuff.
Yeah, we got all the good stuff. So
so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about someone breaking a 70-game win streak in softball. I'm excited about Canadian Putin, and I'm excited about the NFL Combine. But I think we should probably start with LeBron James and his 40,000 points.
Here to LeBron James and his 40,000 points and a losing effort on most nights.
Cheers. Yeah, he lost again.
Yeah, here's to being in 10th. Putting up 40. I understand that. I mean, listen, he's never going to be Black Jesus. I don't want to hear anybody talk about it anymore. He's never going to be Michael Jordan. He can score as many points as he wants. I don't give a shit. Apparently, he's beating old father time is not beating LeBron James. That is the one thing he's got going for him. He can still score on any human being at any time. He can still slam dunk it over anybody. So, but I don't know. And losing efforts, it just doesn't seem to make any sense anymore. So I don't get it.
That's true. But I mean, check this out. I tried to put 40,000 into perspective. So I tried to figure out, what else was close to that? You know what I mean? So I immediately went to baseball at first. I was like, all right, how many, the most outs ever made? It had to be, a shitload of outs made. All they do is hit the ball and get out. Now, 10,000 P.
10,000, right? Yeah. It's probably not that much. Most strikeouts, how many is that?
No, not even close. Yeah, no. Nolan Ryan. But anyway, so then I figured out, I was thinking outside the box. So I went for runs in cricket, because, those games can sometimes be 260 to 290. Sure. And there was this one guy who scored 34,000 runs.
In cricket.
And honestly, I couldn't find anything else that's more than 40,000 in any sports. I think maybe Cy Young threw more pitches. I think Cy Young threw about 70,000 pitches, but I don't think it really compares. I'm just saying 40,000.
I don't think it's
LeBron or not. It's just mind blowing.
I don't find it as a fair comparison though, because if I hit one home run, I get counted for one home run. But if he hits a 2-pointer and somebody hits his hand, he gets to go to the foul line and add an additional point to that total. It's so how he can score either 2 or 3 or a foul on a 3-pointer and he gets 4 points, and you
I'm
can
just saying, as far
accumulate
as
points
numbers
quickly.
go, he's got the biggest number
In his
out of any
own sport,
sport.
he's the king of his own sport.
Yeah,
Most points ever.
right. And you could say differences with Gretzky and the difference between the next closest guy and assists and stuff. But I'm
Sure.
just saying, like, as far as most of anything, he's got the most of the most. So I
But
mean,
if
it's
you never stop, like Tom Brady just never
all right, we're not
stopped.
arguing. We're not arguing about this.
I mean, I'm just saying, like
Let's talk about
what
how the Knicks suck.
listen, the Knicks suck.
Wow.
I believe 3 weeks ago I was laughing about or smiling about how I was 10 games above the play-in. And now I am 1 game, I believe, game and a half above the play-in.
Yeah, it's
Not
getting rough
looking
out
good.
there.
Not yet. Look, ever since the first injury with the trade acquisition and then Randall and
Yeah,
now
without
Brunson.
OT and Randall, you guys are in trouble. So I mean, are they
Yeah.
coming back? That's the deal with you guys, right?
I
You
Ananobi's
know,
coming back. I have heard nothing on Randall. Not like he's the Ananobi's had his surgery, done his thing, cleaned his little area, is getting ready to come back. And Randall, I've like could still have surgery apparently. Like, well, it's getting a long usually, usually when you're going to talk about surgery, you kind of just do it because usually the muscle will start healing and things will like you have to like go deeper into surgery if you wait too long. So I'm just like, I don't know what's going on anymore. We're like 4-20 or something in the last 24 games or something.
right? The opposite of Orlando. Orlando has been on fire. I guess what
On
they're close
fire.
to you. Did they pass you yet?
They passed us tonight. They're now in 4th. We're now in 5th. We would
Yeah, no.
still we would still play each other in the playoffs if it started today.
All right.
So, but at the
Very
same time, we're 1 game ahead of the Heat. We're 1 game ahead of the Pacers. We're 1 game. You know what I mean? Now we're just 1 game ahead of 3 other teams. So
right. 20 games ago, it's time to start getting ready for the postseason. It looks on the East like there's only maybe Brooklyn might try to sneak in to the play-in on the West. It's all set. I mean, the Warriors are last, and then I believe the next team is 5 games below them. So we know the
okay.
play-in up to number 1 in the West.
Yeah, we do not know that in the East.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Got
of playing around.
yeah,
Even the
could be a lot of movement in the bottom.
76ers are scheduled to get Embiid back here very soon. I'm hoping the Knicks get somebody back before Embiid shows back up. I'm like, oh shit, if Embiid gets back before, they'll just march on right past the Knicks. So I'm like, I don't know. Injuries are plaguing us right now. I like the acquisitions, but the acquisitions were supposed to come off the bench, not start. Bogdanovich, Burks, all these guys were supposed to.
You guys stole another Detroit player, Shake Milton. We just cut because we don't need him. So you guys signed him today.
To make milkshakes? What's he do?
Shake Milton.
Shake Milton.
He's just a scorer off the bench. He's just automatic points.
Hey, I love automatic points.
He doesn't play defense.
I hate having to work for him.
Yeah, playoffs, he won't be a help, but he'll be a help until then.
We just need to get to the playoffs. That's where I'm at now. Now I'm like, shit, let's just get there. Who cares who we play?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like getting worried for us now. I don't know. It's not looking as good as it did. So,
Yeah,
Timberwolves.
20 games to go.
I now pose this question again to you. I posed it before. You said no. You said not yet next year. But is SGA, is he now in the discussion to take the MVP?
The way he's been playing, him in Minnesota, keep going neck and neck at top. I mean, I think he's right where he's been. I think he's still right there behind the Joker. But I think right now what you have to watch is Luka and the Mavericks are making some sort of move. They added those 2 bigs just to give Luka some rebounding. And Luka's has been putting up 40-point triple doubles day after day. His birthday, he beat Toronto with a 45-point triple double in like 3 quarters. And happy birthday to him. I think he was the highest point total for triple doubles on birthdays in the history of basketball.
Good for
So I think
him.
Luke is on the I think Luke is on the rise. Dallas could make some noise a little bit with these bigs. But yeah, no, SGA, he's solid. He's not going to lose any ground.
He's starting to play. I mean, if he is at the number 1 position at the end of this year, if he's ahead of the Timberwolves, which I know Timberwolves just went back ahead of them like yesterday or today, because he was just ahead of them 2 days ago. If he ends this season at number 1, still putting up 30, still putting up 8, 6. I mean, you know what I mean? All these numbers that he's putting up. You know,
I mean, it's the MVP. So the fact that Luka hasn't got one yet, has Luka got one?
No.
Anyway, stat guy. No. So if Luka hasn't got one, Luka will get it if he continues on this pace.
Yeah, because it's been Embiid and Joker, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I like the pace he's on. That's why hey, Timberwolves, Thunders, and Nuggets. That's the top 3 in this division, and the top 3 in the East. Well, the top 2 in the East. It's going to be tough to beat those 5 teams, no matter what happens from this point on, I think. So
yeah, I mean, I think it's Boston, Denver, collision course. I don't see that changing.
I seen this thing a couple days ago. This guy had like the next 5, and I was like shocked because he had Boston Nuggets, he had Celtics winning, and then he pretty much had the Warriors and the Celtics the next 4 after that. I was like,
well, that's insane.
That's what I thought. I thought that was, even with the Celtics, I was like, there's a couple teams in the East that might steal one from the Celtics. He just had the Celtics 5 times in a row. And then he kind of just had the Warriors 3 times and like the Nuggets 1 time and 1 more time. So it was like just Warriors and Nuggets, and then it was Celtics all 5 times. I was like,
yeah, no, I can see Boston, OKC a lot in the next 5 years. Throw into Houston, Albert Sengun, that dude, man, put up 45 and 16 today. He went at Wembanyama like his like little sister. He was like, boom, gotcha again.
So you like what you see in Houston as well? I like what I see in Houston a lot as a young and up and coming Magic, Pacers, Houston.
Well, once you land one of those pick 78s as a Draymond Green, or like I said, the Sengun guy, which I'm not sure when he was drafted, but it wasn't top 10.
Right.
When you take one of those lower drafted guys and he becomes a superstar, which is what this guy is becoming. Yeah, and Houston's going to be interesting.
Right.
And,
if you can get a
my
superstar.
Detroit boys, the Thompson twin got in a little scuffle today. That was interesting.
You mean your first round draft pick, number 4?
The Pistons' brother in Houston.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Amen.
You got to be tough, man. It's a tough game.
I like Houston. They got a nice squad.
I like Houston as well. As teams that just kind of traded everything away and said, let's start from the beginning. Houston's done better than Philly. Took Philly 19 years to do this. Houston did it in 2. So go for you. Good for Houston. Yeah.
Listen, it's time to make a move, baby.
Yeah, man, I'm nervous. I'm not seeing anything good coming out of this.
Yeah, Warriors are on a roll. I like where we're going.
Yeah, your little new lineup. You still got Steph. Draymond's going to be Draymond.
Yeah.
Play off the bench.
Kuminga.
Play off the bench seems to work. Clay and Chris. The bench is an old group of starters.
Right?
So
we'll just ride Steph Curry just like Iowa rides
Caitlin Clark.
The future pro, foregoing her senior year, the COVID year.
I saw that, foregoing your senior year. Did you also see?
Senior.
Did you also see that somebody is trying to put an NIL deal together for Caitlin Clark to keep her in Iowa?
Man, that's the same thing they did with Marvin Harrison. He told him to go fuck off.
Yeah, but Caitlin Clark ain't gonna make $22 million. Ever ever in the W. Listen, I'm
I
not.
bet you right now she makes 20 million sometime, somehow.
No, there's not enough seats in the stands to make $20 million for any WNBA player.
I'm
But
telling you. All right, we got that bet. Put it on the bet. Stat guy.
that guy,
20
whoever the
million
fuck you are,
Caitlin Clark.
listen. Right now, I'm telling you, right now, Caitlin Clark is not going to make as much money as a WNBA player as she might be able to make in an NIL deal for her 5th season or last season at Iowa.
Check this
I
out.
mean, what if they throw her 14 or 15? What do you think she makes as a WNBA player in her career? Honestly.
From actual WNBA contract?
From actual WNBA. I don't want to hear about her Nike deal. I don't want to hear about her Adidas deal. I know she's going to make $1 million from Subway. What is she going to make playing basketball?
Contest.
What is she going to make playing basketball?
I don't know, $5 million.
Okay, so if the NIL deal was worth $14 million to stay in college and set a record that'll never be broken by any other human being ever, plus $14 million, and then you still become the number 1 draft pick, you still make your $5 million, you still make your 1, 2, 12, and 6. But remember, you've got the extra 14 you made in college.
It's like why I quit punching my little sister, because it wasn't a challenge anymore. You know what I mean? Like, when are you going to stop punching your little friends? Like, Caitlin Clark's so much better than college.
But she wasn't making any money the last time she was punching her friends.
Doesn't matter.
Now she's making 14.
Trust me. Her and Steph Curry are going to link up. They're going to make $1 trillion.
How are her and Steph Curry going to link up? He's going to retire. He's got 4 fucking kids.
I didn't say hook up. I said business.
I'm not saying hook up like that. I'm just saying I don't think he's going to have time to. I don't think he's going to have time to help Caitlin Clark create her career when he's raising 4 kids with his wife and still playing 5 more seasons in basketball.
Man, it's all virtual now anyway. Just
you're virtual. Your fucking problem is you're virtual. Oh, fuck. Take the money, Caitlin. If they offer it to you, take it. It doesn't come around that often.
Lift too much stuff.
She could go into the pros and break her leg. Just saying. Kentucky needs to break a leg this weekend. We got 2 big games coming up. We got Vanderbilt, which is not that big of a game, but it gave us a hard time the last time.
You're talking about college basketball?
Well, I mean, we're talking about Caitlin Clark. I figured we could talk about college basketball.
Nice.
We could continue bitching about Caitlin Clark, or we can move on to college basketball.
Oh no!
Take the money, Caitlin. Right, take the NIL deal. Fuck it. Get your masters. Hey, you're the guy that told me college are the greatest years of your life. Now you want this bitch to leave college.
Man, it's a COVID year. It's not even a real college year. She's already got her degree. She's already fucked everyone in Iowa. Let's go.
Oh. I think you don't like this girl. There's something.
I compare her to Steph Curry all the time.
Everybody else, you want them to stay in college. Caitlin, you want to leave. Last year on the show, very not nice. You know, I mean, I don't see, there's a hatred here. I don't know what it is, man. It's because she shoots better than you. That's what it fucking is.
Man, everyone.
Her crossover is way better than yours. That's your problem.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's way better. She juke you too.
Totally had a ball with me too.
I know. You did in your hand. So did she.
Yeah. So Kentucky rolling, Carolina's rolling, Purdue.
Both teams rolling.
Back-to-back Big Ten championships.
But Kentucky's got 2 big games. Well, Saturday's against Tennessee. They're number 4 in the country. We're number 15.
It's all next, man. That team is scary.
Yeah, man. I told you that team was scary in the beginning of the year when I watched them play and went, wow, it's a bunch of men playing against a bunch of little kids, man. That's what they look like, a bunch of men. Tennessee frightens the hell out of me. That's why they're 4th in the country. I told you take them in deep into the tournament too. I still say that. So Tennessee is frightening. 4 in the country. They've just been in that position. They haven't really pushed themselves out of that place. They haven't had any huge losses. They've just played well, and they're in 4th place, man. So, I don't know. Big game on Saturday against Tennessee.
Oh, Saturday is all the huge games. We have a repeat of that. That Saturday a month ago. We got Carolina Duke. Obviously, that's for either a share for the AC championship or Carolina wins. And then we got your
Right.
game. And then we got Kansas versus.
Can't be the same team.
Yeah, exact same lineup as a month ago.
That's the exact same lineup. Super Saturday. We got another Super Saturday coming up. I know
We do,
Tennessee. I
we
know
do.
Duke.
And then the
I didn't know
the
Kansas was going
game.
too.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's Baylor, but Baylor's been on a roll, so and Kansas has been like, "Meh." So we shall see. But yeah,
Kansas,
Saturday's going to be amazing, and then we have obviously the brackets,
then the
which
brackets.
like and subscribe, and you could get special updates on our bracket show. I'm
So
kidding.
this Sunday is, what is this Sunday? It's not, when is St. Patrick's Day?
I believe that's next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
have the I'm supposed to have the kids. Yeah, this is a good month for me because I get to go work on a day I have the kids.
Yeah, this Friday you have the band Rage
This
Titan
Friday's a band.
at the Good Time Tavern. And then next week I'm cooking soup and corned beef for the Good Time Tavern.
I work this Friday. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I need that money. That's good.
Okay, okay, boy.
I love when we have bands. Okay, cool. Well, that's good. And then we have St. Patrick's Day. I'm hoping this is a turnaround month. I'll tell Kevin he's got to get a smaller vending machine. And I think we're going to be good. It's going to be a good month.
Right up.
Yeah. Let's tear out that back.
Tell him to run a 4.2140.
Tell him to run a 4.2140. He runs a 4.2140, can buy the biggest vending machine he wants.
Totally. All right, so let's go on to football because college basketball, is super hyped. All the little mini tournaments are going on this week, and then brackets next week. Super show next week. FB and the
Super
Goob.
show next week, live in studio. Both FB and the Goob will be together.
That's right.
So we'll do the brackets. College football.
Yeah.
Combine.
No, the big thing's Russell Wilson, right? What do you think of Denver just blowing $84 million because they went, oops?
I'm still fuming about Denver not blowing $180 trillion on Aaron Rodgers and giving us 4 first-round draft picks and all that other stuff I wanted. So,
yeah, no, that would have worked.
That would have worked. So, how do I feel about Denver? I don't know if I feel. It's how it transitioned. So Denver has made the worst trade in the history of football.
They're in bad shape.
Yeah. They've made the worst trade in football, right? Ever? Is it the worst trade ever? They traded for somebody.
Herschel Walker.
Yeah, but Herschel Walker had to be better than he made it more than did he make that much money and then just get cut 2 seasons later? No.
You monetarily wise, I think you have a point.
Monetarily wise, they didn't give up the house like they did for Herschel Walker.
They gave Dallas 3 Super Bowls. That's a bad
3 Super Bowls. They got Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin.
Their entire secondary.
Their whole offensive line. Everybody was drafted through the Herschel Walker trade.
Right.
I get it. But as in financial, this has got to be one of the worst. It's like, what?
Yeah. Two bad years and then paying $84 million for no more years. Yeah, that sounds like a bad plan.
Yeah. My question is now, and this is for me and Russell Wilson, and if I was Russell Wilson, I would go, I think my last 4 or 5 years, I just want to be spoiled with the greatest players around me. So I think I would sign 4 years, $5 million with a $10,000 signing bonus. He made $120 million from the Broncos.
Team? How about Cleveland?
How about Cleveland takes him and just cuts this douche and just pay him his money because they don't have to pay the quarterback they got now. And that would wash Cleveland. You know what I mean? They cut Watson, give him his cash. They go into arbitrary. They defend themselves against him being a loser. They only got to pay him.
I can't think of too many other teams with a lot of talent that would actually.
Yeah, but how about the Falcons can now start drafting a bunch of talent? I'd draft my quarterback right away. I would say, Russ, 3 years, $5 million, $5,000 signing bonus. I'm going to put the greatest players around you that you've ever seen, all the youngest talent. I'm going to get free agents. I'm going to get everybody. But I'm just going to tell you this. In the first round this year, I'm drafting a quarterback. He's going to stand behind you for the rest of the next 3 years. And just deal with it.
Might be bad for the quarterback behind him, but it might. He's better than Desmond Ritter. So
he's better than Desmond Ritter. You know, can he go back to the Seahawks for?
I don't know. The Seahawks are cutting everybody out.
Pete's gone. Take back.
Pete's gone. They cut Jamal Adams.
Biggs
is gone. Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch ain't there no more.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
That's interesting.
I mean, I wouldn't take him on my team, but
no, I don't want him.
What about the Jets? The Jets need a quarterback, right?
Jets definitely need a quarterback. That old guy they got, he's a fuck pain in the ass, man. Useless bastard.
Dude, put Russell and Aaron Rodgers in the same little clubhouse. That'd be great.
Oh man, Jets mount up. That'd be some stupid shit.
Yeah, that'd be dumb.
They could do drugs together. It'd be great.
They could. All right, so the Niners got a new defensive coordinator.
How about the Carolina Panthers, and he could help Bryce Young? You're only paying him $5,000. He doesn't need any money.
This is correct.
Just saying. If you can convince him he doesn't need any money.
See, I don't think Russell Wilson is one of those quarterbacks you want teaching little kids how to do stuff. He did things so.
Him and Bryce Young are the same quarterback. Why not? If you're still going to invest in Bryce Young, shouldn't you have somebody to?
They're the same size quarterback. They're not the same quarterback. Russell Wilson is unteachable. The stuff he did. Do you know what I mean? The things he did were not smart half the time. You know what I mean? He was a bad quarterback.
But his deep ball was so beautiful.
That's right. Nice. Yeah, Ciara is fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm just saying. I don't know. All right, listen. Russell, listen. Niners
NFL
new
free
defensive
agency
quarterback
starts next week.
What's that?
Oh, what were we gonna say about Russell? I'm saying free agency starts next Monday. I'm pretty stoked. People are already getting cut and shit.
Yes, people are already getting cut. I am hoping the Packers just do nothing. There's nobody out there. Snead got franchise tagged. That safety out of New England, he got transition tagged. I mean,
so you're hoping for a boring time. I'm hoping the Niners trade Debo. That's what I'm hoping.
You're hoping for the Debo trade?
Yep, trading Debo.
Yep. And
that's it.
And then signing Ayuk?
Yes. I would like to extend Ayuk for sure.
Extend Ayuk. So trade Debo, sign Ayuk.
Yeah. Trade Debo for a backup tight end or something. I don't know. 3rd round pick. Who cares?
Just get rid of him, huh?
Just take that money off our thing.
Oh, you want the money?
Yep, want the money.
Okay.
I think we're gonna go big on someone very sneaky. And I can't tell you yet to our free agent. Oh wait, this probably is. All right, I can't tell you anyway.
Stephon Diggs?
No, it's not gonna be it's not gonna be on offense.
Okay. I looked at the defensive free agents, man. I hope we don't do nothing.
Right.
I just don't see anybody out there that we need because we have a lot of. I don't see linebackers. I don't see safeties, cornerbacks.
Yeah, we're gonna make another weird trade. Remember that DeForest Buckner trade?
Sure.
We're gonna do something like that, except with more picks this year. We're actually gonna get a player back. So.
And
watch out for a weird defensive line move coming up here shortly.
And you're trading, not free agency.
Correct. Yeah. I don't think free agency will do a whole lot. I mean, there might be a guard or two we just pick up because we cut a bunch of other people. But no, free agency should be pretty chill. But I do expect one kind of monster thing to happen, like a Debo gone, a defensive lineman in.
Okay. Like I said,
I'm excited. It should be fun.
We can't do anything with Bakhtiari. So.
Oh, yeah. We don't want him.
Right now it's maybe no running backs coming back for the Packers. Dylan, I already wanted Dylan to leave, so I'm fine with Dylan. Even though we might re-sign him because we might be able to pick him up for like $1.7 million.
All right.
So we just stay. Why not? You know the
Knows
system.
the offense.
Knows the offense. They say if Aaron Jones doesn't take a pay cut, because we're not going to pay him $11.7 million this year. So that's just the way that is. Then he might be gone. So a little sad about that, but I didn't see him half the year. So I don't know. I told you I want that kid out of Florida State. So, or Wisconsin, or give me one of the running backs.
Oh, we will get more into that, my friend. We will get more into that.
So, yeah, let's cut Devondre. I want to cut more than I want to pick up. I just want to draft young. I would rather go to the Super Bowl or the championship 2 years from now with the youngest team that's been built than fitting in old pieces. Just saying. You know.
You got a point. Roll cheap.
Yeah, I'm just done with old players. After this season, I am. So.
You know what? I heard you had a NASCAR thing. Apparently, my guy was rolling cheap with his tires.
Are we gonna go? Did you want to go into NASCAR? Or do you want to talk about tagged free agency? Are we done with that? Combine? We gonna talk about combine?
That one guy ran really fast.
That's about it, huh?
Yeah, you're right. It is kind of overrated. I enjoyed it. I know I ruled out a couple of receivers, but none of them with like great names. You know what I mean? Most of the good guys ran one or two routes. It was a bunch of scrubs running up and down.
Yeah, that's why I don't put any. That's why I kind of like understood why Marvin Harrison didn't go and Michael Penix Jr. didn't throw and Caleb Williams didn't throw or Michael Penix throw, didn't he? Caleb Williams didn't throw. So
yeah, Penix is gonna surprise people. I love it. He's still going in like the late second round. Like that's good.
Me too. I think that's great. That's a good place for him. I think not to be forced to be a starter and have that kind of arm talent where you can throw any ball on the field. I hope he gets picked up, put in a good spot. You know, why doesn't Tampa Bay grab Michael Penix Jr. and run Baker Mayfield for 2 or 3 more years and just see what happens? Because he's a transition quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He's not. I don't think he's the future of a team, but I could see him being a transitional quarterback and bringing in a true talent and having that talent take over. So,
right, I'd say last year was Baker's peak.
I would agree that last year probably Baker's peak, especially since he finished finished it off so strong in the Pro Bowl. That's probably it. Assume he's done after that. So I don't know. Nobody, not even the tag people impressed me. So what impressed me was Tyler Reddick. Good turnaround from the last 2 races. He went from 30th and 29th to 2nd place. On the other hand,
fantastic. Your guy ran good.
Huh?
I said that's fantastic. Your guy ran good.
He was in 2nd pretty much the whole race. He couldn't pass Carl Larson. He had mistakes. He made mistakes. He'd go back to 15th. He'd go back to 10th. He'd be back in 2nd before the stage ended. So, and then he just stayed in 2nd. Could not pass Kyle Larson. Christian Buescher, he did the opposite. He did, what Tyler Reddick did the first 2 weeks. He just wrecked in the first fucking part of the race and was done for the whole race. I was like, God damn it.
All right, but you can honestly admit though, not the Bushman's fault. Like honestly, he was trying to drive a car with 3 tires. Like,
no,
what?
I mean, no.
Some people got suspended, but like, shouldn't people like lose their jobs? You can't put a tire on a car, and you're like in a sport that spends billions of dollars on cars and tires.
Yeah, there's not a lot of these guys in like the background, that you can replace and get that much better. So yeah, he might have screwed up putting the nut on, but
I love it. Uphill climb for the Busher, man.
Hey, listen, where we both sit now, a win is really helpful. Just get a win. And then you get to move up anyways. So it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Everybody just wants a win and then they don't really have to deal with anything else. You know what I mean? Points and champion, all that bullshit. get a
Yeah, that's
win,
rough.
move forward. So
That's rough.
we were close to a win this week. Happy with Reddick. Busher was in the top 10 before wrecking. I was quite excited. I had a FanDuel going, and in the first 30 or 40 laps, I had to be in the top 5 or 6 because everybody I had was in the top 10. So, and then
Damn.
Busher wrecked, and then just a
Wait a minute.
clusterfuck of losses after that.
I didn't know FanDuel did NASCAR for real.
FanDuel does NASCAR. You get to pick a little 5-man team. 5-man? Yeah.
That's good. That's good to know for those, slow sports Sundays or whatever.
It's good to know for like me, for like when football ends, I don't touch it again. I don't do baseball. I don't do basketball. There's too many players in the field. You know what I mean? So, but it's just the same 38 guys every week. So it's just pick through those guys and boop, boop, boop. And if you know the races, I thought I knew this race, but at the same time, wrecks happen, just kill it. So I thought it was
That's what makes things interesting in
I
NASCAR,
thought it was
right?
a
All the
good
wrecks
race,
and
and then
whatnot.
one tire later, I'm missing a driver in my FanDuel. So I'm like, fuck.
No,
One
for one
tire.
time I actually was like, let's watch a little. He's like, I looked at my phone, he's in first or whatever, he's running good.
Nothing else going on.
Yeah, I didn't see the tire fly off. I just saw him run right into the wall. They threw the red card. Apparently he broke the wall. He hit it so hard.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you lose a tire. When you lose a tire, you go boop really fast.
Dang. Yeah, that was brutal.
Nothing's stopping you. Just slam into a wall, game over, boom, done. So yeah, they had to weld that wall. They had a welder and shit out there. I was like,
Solid.
damn, dude, you hit that wall really fucking hard. So yeah, that happens. He's okay. We got second, helped in points, I guess. And when you
Nice,
get 29th and 30th, second doesn't help that much.
Well, on to Phoenix, right?
On to Phoenix. I will be doing a FanDuel next week for Phoenix. I enjoy Phoenix. So
You already know who you're going to pick. All Chevrolets and Blaney.
I'm gonna take Blaney. Yeah, probably Chastain. I'll probably take Byron. I'm not gonna tell everybody the rest of them because I don't have to compete against myself. If
Ooh,
somebody
they
was to
should
hear
check
this,
out your short, but right before you do it.
yeah, I'll do a short right after I do it, and if you see it, then you can take the same for $1 in FanDuel. You got any performers of the week?
Oh, I do. I haven't talked about soccer today. So our boy Pulisic.
Actually, you haven't talked about it in a while. It's been kind of nice.
All right. But anyway, Pulisic got in like the news all over Europe this week because Milan won 1-0, but the deal was he kept drawing fouls. Like this one guy kept pulling him down by the shirt and tripping him, and so he had yellow cards on all sorts of people. And at one point in time, he pulled someone down, but the ref didn't blow the whistle. So Pulisic ran and got the ball and, went to score. And they pulled him down again because they thought there was a whistle. And so anyway, a red card was happened. He got another red card drawn on another player later on. So actually the team he was playing against finished with 8 players, 2 of which got kicked out because of Pulisic.
He's making things happen.
So performer of the week. And yeah, so he received death threats. His manager walked out of like a big conference thing and defended the American for playing to the whistle. You got to play to the whistle, boys and girls.
You do.
Your manager will get your back.
I try to teach my kid that all the time. You got to play to the whistle. You got to play your hardest till the game's over. And then when the game's done, you don't have to play anymore. But until the game's done, keep playing. So
yeah, so no goals or assists for Pulley, but he definitely
2 red cards and 5 yellows. That's where the goal.
Yeah, so that was awesome.
That's how they got the goal. There was only a couple players left on the field.
So, that's right.
That's right. I don't have a performer of the week or I have like many performers.
The performance, maybe?
No, the Florida Panthers 6-0 in the last 6, 9-1 in the last 10, beat the Devils.
Oh,
beat the Rangers. Yeah, Florida Panthers.
They beat your brother's favorite team, the Rangers.
My brother's favorite team was beaten by my favorite team, plus those Devils were beaten by my favorite team. I think 9-1 in the last 10, 6 in a row, and 3 points ahead of everybody in the East. So that's a pretty good week as hockey goes.
Yeah, no, that's dominant. That's excellent.
Yeah. So my performers of the week are the Florida Panthers.
Oh, and that kind of reminds me that our poor Penguins might be getting their whole franchise torn
Jesus
apart.
fucking Christ, man.
I ruined the bobblehead because they're going to trade everyone but Crosby. It's going to be Crosby and a bunch of zombies.
Was that a Crosby bobblehead?
No, I don't rip Crosby. There's a, what was that?
Bordeaux?
It says Buongiorno because I'm going to Italy.
Buongiorno.
It's a Buongiorno bobblehead.
It's John Bon Jovi. It's the Pittsburgh Penguin John Bon Jovi fan night bobblehead. You asshole.
Yeah, so that for me, the trade line kind of might suck for the Penguins this year. We might say goodbye to Jake Gensel. We might say goodbye to Gino. We might trade Gino. That would be amazing. Let's trade Gino. All right, let's go.
If
to the
you
next
guys
thing.
want to make a difference, you need to trade Crosby and move on.
Sorry, can't do it.
Get 5 players and a first-round pick.
We'll trade the rest of the team. No Crosby.
I don't know. I'm just, don't hold on to legends when you're trying to make something change. You want to make it's all about the team. Look I had to say goodbye to Aaron Rodgers. Didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, he was a crazy hippie. Sidney Crosby's great for Pittsburgh, the community. He's got things that reach far beyond medical mushrooms. Okay, buddy.
Hey, dark rooms, man. They're good for everybody. Look that up, everybody. Dark room. Just go in the dark for 4 days.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're a jet and your Achilles tendon is broken and fucking.
Yeah, normally my muscles atrophy and I have a really weird sense that I'm hungry after 4 days in the dark room.
Packers went to the playoffs.
Oh, I also want to shout out University of Louisiana broke the women's Oklahoma University softball team's 71-game winning streak. They're 3-time defending champions. And Louisiana is just an average team, and they beat them 8-4. Bam, broke a streak, made a season. Raging Cajuns, baby.
Raging Cajuns made a season. I like it. Go them. I'd like to shout out Jerry Rice for making fun of his kid at the combine. And other than that, what are you excited for next week? Are you excited for free agency? Or I'm not.
I'm excited for I'm excited for brackets. I'm excited for
I'm excited for brackets.
I'm excited for that Chapman character to play third base for the Giants. Good Giants stuff.
Yeah. Who did you sign?
Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman. That's right. You signed Matt Chapman.
We actually gave that motherfucker a lot of money to play third base.
Man, you're still going to be the 3rd best team in the division, but you got Matt Chapman.
Yeah, Matt Chapman.
Well, Dodgers #1, Diamondbacks #2, baby, and then Giants.
All right, let's see here. Nope, Rockies win the division.
They got Rockies #1 right now, but I'm pretty sure that's just because the C is before the D.
I'm going to put these in the American League here.
The Dodgers in the American League. Here we go. Back to the American League. Wait a minute. We were never in the American League. All right. Well, listen, I'm excited for all of that, plus working at the tavern and making some cash. That's about all it. That's all I got to say. And the Phoenix race. Go FanDuel. I'm FB.
I'm the Goob.
And that's his broken bobblehead. Peace.